Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the market itself, the situation in the war, and make my daily analysis in today. So first off, I wanted to be talk about the crude oil, well, US oil situation in the US oil, the Brent oil, crude oil, etc. All oil prices are going up at the moment. So why is it? Because Trump said I'm going to make Iran to be go to the Stone Age. He said that. It's been like 6 hours remaining for the Iran to make a deal with the USA unless they don't want to be destroyed by the USA. He said it, and that made the tension in the markets. And within that tension, it made the buy for the crude oil. As you can see through here, it went to the 116 level. What can be happen today? Well, there is a lot of things could be happen today. They can make an agreement, they cannot. Maybe Trump wouldn't be hit Iran very much like what this market expecting at the moment. Maybe they are going to be hit very hard and going to be destroyed Iran. Very little chance. I do not believe it's going to be happen, but maybe they can use nuke, but I don't believe that could be happen. There's a lot of things can be happen in the war. The market is in the very much in the panic at the moment, and US oil since the beginning of the war, 28th of the February, day before it, it went up like 77%, really huge upside. Well, but if we look at the American market, 28, 27 of, it's only 4% now. So what am I trying to say at the moment? I'm saying the American stocks is holding strong at the moment because we are seeing a development of the AI stocks. Once the AI stocks develop, once the firms are going to be cut wages and make a same output with less workers, they are going to make a lot of profit through it. And within that, American stocks, individual stocks, are going to be worth much more when it was today. So that's the reason that people are buying the future, and the market are not very much interested with the war at the moment. I'm talking about the American market. It's only down like 0.7% at the moment. And within that, I can say about this. If the market will be go down because of the war, we wouldn't have been stay through these levels. We will just can go back to 6,100 levels immediately, but it did not happen. Also, if in the weekly we saw that a sell signal occurred over here, but the market did not go down. When the sell signal occurs, occasionally the market will be wiped down really much, as you can see through here. This is a crisis which has occurred in April, the tariff situation, and it went sell a little bit upside next week and go down, but sell upside, very much huge upside by the way, and going still strong in the upside. So I like the American markets at the moment. For the gold is also disconnected with the tension of the war, and it's going for its own dynamics at the moment because it did not respond anything today, and America hit the Kharg Islands and going to make a maybe invasion, maybe a strong bombardment in the Iran, but gold is standing still, so that means links are with the war, with the gold are just disconnected. And within that, my opinion about the gold is going to be stay a lot of time in these areas like 4,600, 4,200, 5,200, always going up and down through these levels. So that's the reason I think this gold going to be still in a couple of months, maybe a couple of years, because it went down really much. Well, in my back prior studies, it showed me like 3,500 will be the last thing which is going to be happen in these markets, and in April we just reached that, and I sold it at that time. I did not be greedy at that time, and since then it went up 21%, really good much. And that's the reason I think it will be going to go stand still at these levels. As you can see through here, it went up really good and stand still like 12 years or something like that. It can be stand still because the US inflation is not very much at the moment. Also with the silver, but I do not think the same thing for the silver. I'm sorry, but my opinion about the silver cannot be hold strong as the gold. And I believe the silver going to be make a one more huge sell-off could be occur in the silver. I do not know when, but in the technical indicators it can be occur in the May. It seems like it can be happen. So the silver, be careful about this. With the Bitcoin, as you can see over here in the Bitcoin, there's an increasing trend line is increasing over here. Also there's a top formation occurred over here. Well, within the world's tension, yes, the Bitcoin is all the links are disconnected with the world and going for its own at the moment. But the tension has just been little bit make the Bitcoin to be sell off a little bit. As you can see over here, when to the government go down. I'm not afraid of Bitcoin at the moment. The situation in Bitcoin is good. I just expect Bitcoin to be stand still in these levels, and maybe if the market will be relief, it seems like it's relieving and disconnected from the war, or if the war is ended, the best case scenario, I believe it will be going to be pump up really much. If it's not going to be, and the war is just continuous, this will be causing inflation in the world, and within that expansion it will be good for the Bitcoin. Why am I telling this? Because this is a scarce of asset. The scarce of the Bitcoin compared to the old printing money, if it's going to be valued every time, this will be infinitely go up because it's a scarce asset, and always governments are printing money, American government, Europe and China, other stuff. So that's the reason Bitcoin is good. These buying points are good for the Bitcoin. I hope it will go back to the 40,000 levels one day, maybe in a couple of months, maybe weeks. I will buy really that much. I will buy it. With the Ethereum, the same thing. If the Bitcoin pump up, the Ethereum will be pump up. That really good, because the situation in the Ethereum seems really good at the moment. The XRP seems like it's hit the bottom level, 130 in the daily. It seems like it's in bottom level. If you are going to be buy and hold, if you are going to do that stuff, sites are good for the buy. But do not come to me after like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks after that and say me like I could not make money from it. This is a buy and hold. Do not look at like a 6 months or period. I do not know. I'm going to make a video at this, but these are the cheap value zones, and cheap value is good. If you buy assets with the cheap, you will always gain good money with them. Also the same thing with the AVAX. This is a cheap levels for the AVAX, but the Fed coin, it's holding strong and good formation. The flag formation occurring over here. This is good. It can be break 28 level and can be go up to the 41 level, but it's too early to talk about at the moment. We just need to be wait for the 26 level to be break it at the moment. Yes, the Fed coin has a be little bit more volume if it compared about the XRP and Ethereum. I did not mention about the Bitcoin anyways, but situation in the Fed coin seems very good. And within the low volume, it can be make a manipulation in here. I have to be warn you about it. But at the moment, there's a positive divergence is occurring over these times. So maybe these sites are good for the buy. So thank you for watching my video. See you all.